Guys, I got to meet Razor. I flew specifically to Munich to meet him and, of course, see the real BMW M3 GTR in person. I'd actually planned to go a week later, but Derek, that's Razor, announced on his Instagram that he'd be there for Friday and Saturday, so best bet I changed my ticket, even if it did cost me like triple. The police officer couldn't believe we were actually flying to see a BMW, and she was very insistent that we went to see a German Christmas market while there. Sorry, lady, we didn't have time, but I would have loved to. All right, today, just today, we're actually flying home tomorrow. I did plan to do like a round trip one today. I was here literally a couple of months ago. This is the BMW Museum, and right behind us is BMW Welt, where they have the M3 GTR, a real M3 GTR. I actually really wanted to see the M3 GTR. They said they had one here. It was just gone. They were like, oh, it's coming back in a couple of months. Little did I know it was gonna be this. Let's show you around Welt. I'm gonna guess, based on the pictures, I think, from memory, it's like in the very back. So if I'm right, you should subscribe. I'm kind of curious how crazy it's going to be. A little bit earlier than like Razor is getting here, Razor said, which is kind of good. But at the same time, I'm expecting people to be here. I want to get some shots of the M3 without people being in the way. Right, you know, I want my own like phone backgrounds and stuff. Yeah, so if you don't know what BMW Welt is, it's basically just like a big delivery room. Cars get delivered up there, which was really weird to see. They're just on like plinths spinning. Oh my God, I saw it. It's got a lot of attention, obviously. Oh, look out for the robot. They look like cleaning robots. Don't walk into him. Germany. Hello.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you? I flew just to see it.
Yeah.
So yes, as I got there, obviously being Need for Speed fans, you guys watched some of the videos, and so I was signing, meeting some of you, which is just so awesome. We'll see how I do. So obviously that got quite a bit of attention before the actual M3 GT. So it was teasing me just in the corner. I could see it, but I was busy. But because I was relatively early, still I managed to, you know, run off and get some information, get some shots. This is very important for my project of building it. This is absolutely needed. Right, I need to look at it. There it is. The real deal. The real M3 GTR. Oh my God. This gives me a really good idea in terms of the color. Like the color, I feel like they've done a better job than Need for Speed has in recent years in their games. Just don't tell them that. The wheels and everything. Oh my God. So I'm here for a couple of days. I said I'm gonna get some close-ups. We're of course gonna meet Razor, which is kind of crazy. It's most definitely the first time he's probably seen something like this too. The real deal. On the pictures in the background are so sick. The exhaust on the side there, like slight angle. I need to get like close-up pictures of this because that is awesome. Hello.
Hey, what's happening, man?
I'm gonna film you. Look who it is.
Wow, look at this.
Looks like the Blacklist #1 is there.
Imagine that 20 plus years later, for real, blows my mind. That's surreal. So what do you guys want to do?
Want to take a ride?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. I'm blown away by this, man. Look at all the people. This is incredible. What a trip. Glad I got to be all villain. First, I'm going to take your ride, then I'm going to take your girl.
First, I'm gonna take your ride, then I'm gonna take your girl. Get ready for that.
What do you think of the new game? Bullshit. You want the old game?
After the updates, it's got a little better.
He really just came out of nowhere. Was filming the car, and then all of a sudden, Razor, the man that stole the car from us, right next to it. Anyway, he is honestly one of the nicest guys I think I've ever met. He's so kind, so humble, so just he's in love with the franchise like we are. So a big signing, kind of meet and greet session begins. He's there signing things, taking pictures, multiple signings. The guy's just there to be with us, which is so nice. It's worth knowing that BMW didn't like organize this. Need for Speed, I don't think, organized this. The man just came on his own accord, spent a couple of days there, and just hung with us. Need for Speed. It's just amazing. Now you might know, but I'm slowly building a BMW M3 GTR, and so I thought if I'm gonna get the man to sign something, it should probably be from the car. I'll go. I got something.
Oh, wow.
I'm building the M3.
Are you? For real?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
most of the way there. So can you sign my my wheel that's going in the M3? Where you think's best? Amazing, thank you. Can we get a picture?
Let's do
Can you
it.
get your phone?
So there you go, Razor solidified on the BMW M3 GTR, not M3 GTR. Obviously, that's the official name.
There's so many people here, it's kind of crazy. And of course, like, this is the first time anything like this has kind of come up. And so Razor's incredibly busy, but he said to stick around. So I'm gonna do so because I absolutely have so many questions to ask. I thought I'd also be here early enough to get a proper look at the M3, but apparently not. Other people as well had the same idea to come as the time I did. Also, right next to it is actually this M4. Fine. But look at this thing. I'm not quite sure what's going on with it, but hey, it's near the legend. Man, it's just, it's so crazy. I noticed as well, it still has the original filler cap that's just blocked off. They've not filled it or anything. I'm obviously going to try and create as close a replica as possible for mine, but like BMW do that. Maybe I'll just do that too.
Balancing my focus between both the M3 and, of course, Razor was actually quite difficult. And then, of course, meeting people myself, signing pictures. It was just such an unreal experience, and I really think that Need for Speed needs to do something like this for like a Gamescom or an E3, like just a meet and greet with people. There's no doubt that Need for Speed is huge, and especially old Need for Speeds, returning characters. You gotta remember that Need for Speed back in the day, especially Most Wanted 2005, you're looking at Need for Speed Underground, the ones that sold like 15+ million copies, which are, by the way, I think the new ones today are close, but that's specifically Heat in 2015. Need for Speed used to be like top dog. It was above like FPS games of the PS2 era. Racing games were the game. Of course, of recent years, it's kind of settled down to being, you know, not primary for sure. FPS is like king, but it's just an amazing experience that I really think there should be events. Maybe not dedicated to racing games, but maybe events just dedicated to meeting actors behind games. Because I said to Derek myself, I said my top 2 favorite games of all time in terms of their villain, I would easily say Far Cry 3 and Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005. Still to this day, I don't think anything has bested either of Vars or Razor. Let me know what you think. There should be something. There's a gap in the market here. I don't tell him this. I would have paid for this.
I should get a statue of you next to it.
You had to break my aim.
Instead of walking away empty-handed, I would like for you to have.
No. Kidding.
Really? Absolutely. It's a perfect replica of the car. Much more accurate than the GTR.
Where'd you get this?
Even I can't find them, so.
Hey, thank you very much, man. I just noticed your hat too. Look, you got that. Very
Speaking
cool.
of, I'd like for you to have the shirt as well.
Oh man.
I got released as soon as the game was launched, I believe in 2005. This came all the way from France. It's size large, so I don't know if it fits you because you're an absolute unit, but there you go.
Thank you. Hey. Thank you very much.
It's been my
very
pleasure.
thoughtful. Thank you, brother. Good luck in everything you do.
Thank you to you as well and your family. You're a legend.
Thanks, man.
My pleasure.
Wow. Thank you.
So, I met Razor, and I was incredibly lucky to do so. He's an absolute legend and incredibly kind and humble. So huge shout out to him for not only flying out, but of course, just making everyone feel so like happy and welcome.
So I've now been here officially about 5 hours. Actually, definitely 5 hours, 5.5, which is kind of crazy to think about, but I just need to spend more time around Razor, just talking with him a little bit about the game. I'll talk more about what he said. But it's so cool that this place is actually open until like midnight for no reason whatsoever. It's just kind of like an open dealership. You can just come in and they've got like rigs over here, for example. I mean, I don't get it, but it's amazing. The one thing I noticed that people generally get wrong on the replicas, I don't, because you know, I noticed it. I personally see the front bumper as like a piece that, there's one really good replica in America. The front bumper just it's not quite right. I don't think we'll ever have a replica that's absolutely perfect, don't get me wrong, but I love the chunky bumper. It's just so nice. And the reflective floor to go along with this. Oh my God, this is amazing. I cannot wait to get going on this again, on mine. I've got the right seat, that one's wrong. But it's so cool to look at it and actually see parts of my car in this. The kit I've got is actually really accurate to this.
Can we take a picture?
Of course, yeah. One thing I've noticed is it actually seems a little bit taller than mine. Mine seems like really low to the ground. I don't know why that would be. I guess I've maybe lowered it a little bit more, but no, maybe the wheels are bigger. I don't know, but mine looks considerably lower. So to say mine's officially lower than the actual car, hey, I'll take that. Oh, by the way, I kind of figured out that this car, it's like some stupid NFT car. So anyway, this has been an absolute dream, and I'm absolutely never gonna forget this day. This is,
So Razer told us that in majority of the cutscenes with the M3, he was actually sat in like just a green screen space on a couple of boxes and actually never saw like an actual M3. I was always kind of curious how they did that. They did get a Mustang to do some of the shots in a little bit later, but of course it didn't have all the body kit and stuff. It's just movie magic, if you will. And it really just got me thinking, like, I would love to see Need for Speed go this route again. But at the same rate, I think it would also be absolutely fine to do something like Need for Speed Heat. We're going to be speaking a lot about the future of Need for Speed soon. Obviously, I want to throw as much stuff out here as possible and gauge what you guys think. But anyway, I got some awesome pictures. I'm going to be doing a dump on probably Twitter and Instagram and things like that, so make sure you follow me there. Oh, and also on Blue Sky if you want to follow me there. Anyway, this feels like the start of something. This feels like a resurgence, a rebirth, and they clearly know what they're doing with Need for Speed. The most recent update is really, really fun, and of course, we think it may be the last one. It's the last one according to their timeline, so we don't know when we're next going to see Need for Speed. However, I'm kind of going in more excited than I've ever been for Need for Speed, and obviously Razer, BMW, Need for Speed, Team Kaizen are all part of that, and of course you guys too. We are hopefully in for something that we just can't even imagine. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.